What's going on, guys? Rhino here with Rhino's Stuff, and the stuff I've got on my desk today is a mechanical pencil set from Candies. And it is an unusual name, and these are actually some pretty unusual mechanical pencils. So what do you get here? You get two mechanical pencil sharpeners, which are actually pretty cool. Check this thing out. You know, you just kind of like poke the lead in there and go really gentle-like. And yeah, they work pretty good for that 2mm lead and even the 0.9mm lead. Probably not going to need to sharpen these 0.5 and 0.7s, but yes, it does come with quite an assortment of different leads, including these Candies color ones, which I have not tried yet, but the other leads are pretty much acceptable. Right here, we do have a bunch of extra erasers, which is super nice, and they do appear to be like the standard eraser size for mechanical pencils, so if you do need extras, they are readily available all over Amazon and Target and Walmart and all that stuff, so well, that's awesome right there. And here are the mechanical pencils, and I have been using these all week long at work, and I really do like them. So they are entirely made out of metal. I know you can't hear that, but they are. Right here, they've got the little indicator of what size lead they've got in them. It's not one of those rotating things like some other brands where it would rotate to show you what type of lead is in there. It's just the size of the lead. So you got a nice clip. It's very solid. It does have that right there, so you can, if you really, really want to, probably pop that thing off. But where these things are really shining is the knurling right here on like the part you hold. It feels really comfortable in the hand, plus a lot of weight is right here in the mechanism. So this part of the pencil, it just feels really nice. And it feels, you know, like a regular pencil too, because, well, check out the shape. Yeah, it's like a regular pencil. So it's comfortable, like just all around comfortable. And I really do like that, especially the weight. So let's poke that thing out right there. You can see the metal comes out and then out comes the lead. So it does have like the sheath thing that pops out with the lead, and yes, you can push that right back in. It's just nice. 0.7, same thing. It's got a little bit more weight to it, which is kind of unusual because the leads really aren't that different. But you can see it's slightly different. It is slightly more bulbous here on the handle part. But again, it pops out. Metal part pops out there, and yeah, you just push it right back in. It feels good. It says 0.7 right here. 0.9 feels exactly like the 0.7. Again, pretty good weight. It says 0.9. No rotation to adjust the numbers in there or anything. You can see it's a pretty healthy size lead. But my favorites here. You got a 0.2. And you got a 0.2, so you can dedicate one of these to color, and you can dedicate one of these to black and white. So there you go. You've got your graphite right there, your regular gray graphite. So these are just called like lead holders. They're not actually mechanical pencils per se. And yeah, this one's also got gray in it. And you can see here, look at how sharp that is. That is sharpened with this little guy right here. That's why they're not wrapped up, little sharpeners. So yeah. It sharpens them up really nice. And of course, you got your regular old white rubber erasers, your vinyl erasers, I think they are, and your kneaded rubber eraser. I love these things. The reason they're not open is because I have a desk full of these. I just use them all the time. And the kneaded eraser, well, I mean, I've got like a ball this big around. So let's do some drawing, shall we? So again, the lead is pretty darn standard. You get nice thin 0.5mm lines. It's nice. Next, let's try out the 0.7, shall we? You can see it is a little bit thicker line, as would be expected for real. There's a 0.7mm for Candies. And yeah, looks good. I love the weight to these. They're very smooth. And I like the click. They've got a nice clickiness to them. Up to 0.9. Oh, that's 0.5. Here's the 0.9. Nice thick lead. And I like the thicker leads because you really feel like you can give it a good push, get some nice darkness. You can see progressively it is getting darker because I'm more comfortable pressing harder. So this is the 0.9mm. It's pretty standard lead. Nothing to write home about. But the pencil is, you know, where the money's at. And really, these are very inexpensive. Checking out the 2.0. Again, nice and thick. It's just a lead holder. It doesn't have any mechanical bit that pops out there, but it does hold pretty nicely. And really, when they're nice and sharp like that, you're not going to get the super thick lines like you would if they were dull. But I like to have nice sharp. You can see, it's pretty darn nice. It's just a pretty good drawing experience. I have no issues with these. I have no issues recommending these. These are great for somebody who just likes mechanical pencils. They're not professional artist tools by any means, but they do feel really good in the hands. They are comparable to some of the other mechanical pencils out there made out of metal, and you've probably tried those out before. I'm looking at the graph gear in my head, and they are pretty comparable to that. The knurling on these, it is different on each one. Like the 0.5, the knurling is very, very soft and thin, and it does get a little progressively bigger in the other three. The other three do appear to be identical, but just the weight in the hand, they feel really nice. They've got the nice shape to them, so it feels like you've got a regular pencil when you're holding it up here, and it's just comfortable when you've got it in your hand like that. So I totally approve of these. 4Candies made a pretty darn good metal mechanical pencil, and I have no problem recommending them. As all my videos, usually, check down there in the bottom. I will leave some links in the description, and you guys can like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.